Washington, and Jacksonville in the end zone, a 23-yard touchdown pass. Fires for the goal line, touchdown! Brenton Strange. This was a Brenton Strange drive, and he capped it with a 7-yard touchdown. How good is that? Checks it down, almost picked off. It is intercepted. The Jags running it back. There's Antonio Johnson, 40, 35, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Antonio Johnson with a pick six. The Jags have extended the lead. How good is that? Throws it out of the backfield. Caught by Quentin Morris. The tight end in the right flank. Touchdown, Jacksonville! And the Jags are pulling away here from the Tennessee Titans.
Guys, hey, I love you guys so much, man. Love you guys so much. Seriously, hey, that felt pretty damn good. Guys, such a great team win. Such a great team win. Man, this is a special group. This is a special group, and I'm so proud to be your coach. So proud to be here with you guys. But, man, this work's just getting started now, man. This work's just getting started now, man.
1010XL 92.5 FM presents Jaguars Today with your hosts Mike Dempsey, Tony Smith, David Garrard, and Dylan Denmark.
All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Victory Monday. Welcome to Jaguars Today on your home for the 13-4 AFC South champion. Jacksonville Jaguars. All else can bow down in reverence for the remarkable season, regular season that they've had. Good morning, Tony Smith.
Good morning. Do you think that Coach Cohen just couldn't think of a word there while he was doing the locker room speech?
I think he said a word.
Or do you think one got muted? Right? This is a special...
He paused for a little while.
Those were the fewest F-bombs I've heard from Liam Cohen in a postgame in a few weeks, at least. DG.
What is up?
How are things? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you guys. You know, I am just as excited as Coach is. I am so happy for this team. I'm so happy for the fans of this team because we finally get to enjoy the fruits of labor that these guys are putting out there on the field, and it is being very, very productive. We finally get in a game where we're supposed to win, and we're supposed to win pretty big, and we do it. That is what I'm talking about. I am so excited right now.
Handled their business.
Yes.
Now, I'm sure there's some degree of Tennessee it would have been more competitive if our quarterback didn't go out. Don't really care.
Enjoy the conversation the whole offseason.
Yeah, exactly.
That is fine. So let me say good morning to Coach Denmark in their short timer. Good morning, Coach Denmark.
Good morning.
How are you?
Great day yesterday among the gambling aspects of the world.
Oh, was it?
Well, it was one of those where if I got third place in the pool, I didn't have to pay $100, and I got third place in the pool.
Okay.
So we got that.
You saved yourself from having to pay $100.
Yeah, and I saved myself a breakfast thanks to Kenneth Gainwell.
You did. So. Tony won the breakfast bowl again, but he'll be buying his breakfast this week.
Oh, yes.
But Trevor Lawrence kept me from buying breakfast. I didn't have to buy breakfast since week 8.
That's pretty good.
I had a pretty good streak going there, but not enough to win it all this year. But the Jags had plenty to win the AFC South. Get a home game. I like 1 o'clock on Sunday. You got to play at some point. I would have preferred Saturday just because then Buffalo's on a short week and they got to travel. And then maybe the next week you play a team that played Sunday or Monday and then they've got a short week and you've got the extra rest. But it didn't work out that way. But that'll be just fine. You know what? Because NFC teams are playing on Saturday anyway. So who knows? It could work out. Funny things happen in the playoffs. If the Chargers win, the Jags can host a divisional round game against the winner of the Monday night game between Houston and Pittsburgh. So let's go, man. Just line them up. We got Josh Allen coming into town, DG. We got our man Trevor Lawrence putting up a 4,000-yard season. Could have become the third player. How about this? The third in NFL history had he had one more rushing TD to have 4,000 passing yards and 10 rushing touchdowns in the same year. So it'd be done by two different guys, and one of them's coming to town this week. But just your thoughts as a quarterback who has watched, and you've got a place in Jaguar history, and you've watched Trevor start to ascend through the record books and finally put it together this season, particularly in the second half for that extended period of time. Not that he's never played at a high level before, but what did you make of the year for Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, just the consistency that he's finished with. He didn't have that consistency when he first started. He was still playing fine, but he wasn't nearly as consistent. He would be up and down here and there. But the last month and a half, I mean, the second half of the season, he's really just been on fire. And I believe he's on fire because he's been using his legs more. The defenses have to honor that. And so they have to play him honest. They haven't quite gotten to where they're going to put a spy out there or anything. But that's okay because you're trying to cover these guys. And as you're trying to cover them, I'll still skate out here. I'll score touchdowns. When you get in the red zone, it's huge for a quarterback to make those plays because nobody is covering you. Nobody has you. And so his ability to start using his legs, I really believe, has really kind of catapulted him into having that confidence of, okay, if everything does break down, I still have an option. And there's a lot of quarterbacks that don't, but for him, it's great because he wasn't doing that before or he was doing it sparingly, but now it's really part of his game.
Today is a big day of celebration, but I got it in the back of my mind. I'm wondering, can this running game get cranked back up again? Because it didn't yesterday, at least from the traditional aspects of it. It's great that Trevor is adding to that. And look, I get it. If teams are going to play you to stop the run, and you're willing to trust your quarterback, as Liam Cohen has done, he's attacked teams through the past, but Buffalo's not a good run defense. This is a game where there might come a time when you're up by 3 in the second half, and
when you
want to
should
run
be
4
able to run
minutes
the
off
ball,
the clock.
can you run the ball?
That's the
and
question.
With the way that they've done it here in the last month and a half or so, that question is not for sure, right, for this Jaguars team. Am I very confident that Trevor Lawrence is going to get him in the right play, right? And that if the ball's in his hands that he's going to make something happen with it? Yeah. With the way he's playing, I think he's got that going for him right now. But look, playoff football, as you know, David, it's just different, right? The pressure in it is different. Watching Sunday Night Football last night, I'm not typically the guy that gets all upset about teams making the decision on go or kick, like that kind of thing. I'm like, just do whatever feels right to you in the moment. Pittsburgh at the end of the half last night, I was like, in this game, I'd kick it.
Take the points.
Right? And I'm not typically that guy, but I was like, in this game, I'd kick it because y'all are struggling to find points. They chose not to. And then late in that game, I was like, I wonder if this is going to come back to bite them. There were moments where I thought it was going to, but everything went so nuts that in the end, the discussions in Pittsburgh today aren't going to be about whether they kick that field goal or not. But playoff time, the pressure of those moments, you don't do it exactly the same way you maybe did it in the regular season because points are momentum in the playoffs. So you kind of have to change the way you think about it. And I think for a team that is struggling to run the ball the way Jacksonville is at times here recently, there's likely going to be a moment where we got to get the 2 yards. We'd like to be able to do it by handing it off to keep the clock running. Are they in a position to feel good about them in that moment as a football team? I think it's an open-ended question at this point.
Yeah, well, I think with the way our quarterback is playing, I understand you guys are very concerned about the run, especially when you get into these cold weather games where you need to be able to kind of pound the rock. But our quarterback is playing at a level right now where it doesn't matter whether he is throwing the ball, whether we are trying to run it, or whether he's using his own legs. We have options. And we have options because our skill guys are so versatile right now that it's hard to lock. Who do you lock in on? You can take Jacoby away, but Parker's playing out of his mind. And if you take him away, Jacoby is still steady Eddie. And then even BTJ is still giving us some plays out there. So, and then you got our backs, and then you got our tight end. There's a lot of options. I understand the run game situation, but make the plays, get the first downs, score touchdowns, get points. That's the name of the game.
All right. We'll talk a lot about the Jags. We won't focus as much today on the matchup with Buffalo because we've got all week to do that. Today is not just a reflection on how yesterday went because you expected to beat the Tennessee Titans and you showed up and you did that. If you have specific comments about that, you're welcome to. Just more overall, what is your feel? Can you believe that you're sitting here as a fan of a team that went 13-4 and by all rights should have been 14-3, the Cincinnati game? They blew the lead against Houston on their own accord. They didn't make enough plays. They made the play in the Cincinnati game. They called it wrong. Jags would be the number 1 seed in the AFC right now, and you'd be talking about what are we going to do next week as we sit back and watch all these other teams do battle. By the way, last night, Tony, I thought the worst decision was Baltimore's got it with 14 seconds left and a timeout. What are you doing running it down to 2 seconds, taking a knee to center it from 44 yards.
Yeah.
When it's a notoriously tough stadium to kick it.
Play, I couldn't believe they did it when they did it.
Why would you do that with 14 seconds left? Pick up 10, 15 yards over the middle.
Well, you certainly don't give up 3.
It was
like
insane.
in that stadium, I don't give up the ground. It's like, if we're going to do it, just kneel it at the line of scrimmage. Why is Lamar Jackson going backwards on the play?
Terrible decision, I thought. And obviously, if he makes it, you're like, it doesn't matter. It goes down in history. He said he mishit it. He hit it low on the foot. There, Dave.
It looked like it.
It was getting pretty technical. It was, look, both of them.
It was right the whole time.
It couldn't have been the wind because Boswell's went hard to the right, and then they flipped ends, and that one went hard to the right as well. But that's their problem.
Yep.
Lamar Jackson, enjoy sitting back watching Trevor Lawrence, so hopefully make a deep playoff run, deeper than Lamar has ever done.
Yeah.
Let's get to the Super Bowl, baby. And you know what? Why not us? Why not now? Not this I'm satisfied. That's for months from now, okay, to reflect back. This is let's go beat Buffalo and figure out who's next.
The
and
opportunity
beat
is
them.
there.
It's there, man.
Yes.
And look, their all-time franchise winning streak is 11 games, okay? Win the Super Bowl, and you break that record. There's one more I want them to get. Win 4 more games, and will they do it? Time will tell. Can they do it? No reason to think that they can't, the way that they've matched up with playoff-level competition so far this year. All right, if you want to get in today on a Victory Monday, a lot of ways to do it. 641-1010. Give us our new phone line sponsor there, Dylan Denmark.
Key Buick GMC hotline.
There you go. Get in on the Key Buick GMC hotline. You can also text the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures at 641-1010. You can stream us on YouTube, on Facebook, on X, and you can hit us up on social media at MD_1010XL, at 1010XL Fat Tony, at David Garrard _9, and at 1010XL Denmark.
Ain't no laws when you're drinking claws, baby.
Man, when you leave us, you're going to keep that 1010XL in there? What's going to happen? Denmark's Meats and Cheeses? Is that what we're going with?
DMC Denmark.
DMC Denmark. There you go. Denmark's Meats and Cheeses Denmark. Perfect. Dylan's Meats and Cheeses something like that. DMC Denmark. Let's see if that one's taken. All right, let's go. Give us your reaction to the Jags. This is your day to really sound off. And, we'll take calls throughout the week as well, but particularly just if you have reflections on the season that went down, the biggest moments, your favorite part of it, whatever the heck, it's all still possible for your Jacksonville Jaguars at 13-4. Ridiculously good regular season. Let's follow it up with a ridiculously good postseason as well. You're listening to Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today from the Renewal by Andersen Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL. When the game leaves you wanting more, we give you a little extra. Hacker Leon and Coach Gerald Ingram bring you the window world of Northeast Florida 5th quarter, nailed down by Apex Roofing and Contracting and Hurricane Grill and Wings.
Your home deserves more than just another coat of paint. It deserves quality that lasts. At First Coast Paint, you'll find premium Benjamin Moore products, trusted advice, and the local experts who help you get it right the first time. Whether it's your living room, your porch, or your whole house, First Coast Paint brings your paint project to life. Stores in St. John's and St. Augustine. One name Jacksonville Trust. Mention 1010XL for 10% off. First Coast Paint. Simply superior paint.
Dream Finders Homes Monday.
Jaguars Today.
It's the Happy Renewal Year sale at Renewal by Andersen. Buy one, get one, 40% off replacement windows and patio doors. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. But this offer expires January 31st. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Some people say the best thing about December is the big, beautiful bundle of bowl games.
Win $1,000 of jewelry from Beard's Diamonds.
You pick 'em.
Brought to you by Burlock and Barrel American Whiskey.
Get your picks in at 1010XL.com.
Your home is your sanctuary, where memories are made. Jack's homeowners trust Superior Fence and Rail to make their home feel safe, secure, and complete. Imagine a classic wood fence for privacy, sturdy aluminum to protect your pets, or a modern vinyl design that boosts curb appeal. Every fence is built with precision and pride, standing strong in every season.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
It's 2026, and it's time to get your home zero-resified by calling our cleaning heroes at Zero Res. 20% off carpet and upholstery cleaning right now, plus take $100 off air duct cleaning when you mention 1010XL. Visit ZeroResJacksonville.com.
Rick Ballou for Coy Dental. That's right, Carlson Dental is now Coy Dental. Dr. Lee has been practicing there for 9 years, has purchased the company. The Coy Dental team still has the same great dentists and staff. And remember, if you get nervous visiting a dentist, don't. There's never a problem at Coy Dental. With light sedation for cleaning, then deep sedation for all your restorative needs. Coy Dental, located in Bartram Park.
Flame Broiler, the Rice Bowl King, is turning up the flavor with new char wings. These wings are charbroiled, never fried, grilled to perfection for a big taste without the grease. Grab them as a 3-piece or 10-piece side, or make it a meal with a 6 or 8-piece combo, served with rice and a drink. Order pickup or delivery today from any of Flame Broiler's 5 Jacksonville locations, or call 904-619-2786. Flame Broiler. Bold flavor done right.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative, letting you know that Hardball now offers web stores, so your employees can order their own branded gear, and you have more time for Wordle. Check it out at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal, is that a turtleneck? Can't you feel it, Jason? There's a chill in the air, a definite nip. I mean, it is January. In Jacksonville, Jason. I didn't come here for cold. Well, I wouldn't call this. Cold weather gives me the sniffles. Sniffles turns to pneumonia. Suddenly, I'm in a hospital bed with a tube down my throat because Florida didn't get the memo about ignoring winter. So, switch over to heat. What if my system can't remember how to heat? Dude, put on these sunglasses. Whoa. Bueller Air and Plumbing can make sure your system is ready to switch from cooling to heat. We'll clean your heating coil to get rid of that burning dust smell and make sure you have the coolant pressure to keep your heat pump pumping out the heat. Huh, I had no idea these sunglasses worked in the winter.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind.
David Garrard Monday on 1010XL is restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida.
And they stay there, and they stay there.
13-4, 41-7, biggest margin of victory ever against the Titans. Most points against. I mean, we just got some stomping in on the Titans this year. You know?
Have, absolutely.
For the old guard who really hates the Titans. I think they hate the younger generation hates the Texans more. And that's fine. You know, hate them all. As far as I'm concerned.
Hate them all.
They got 31 to choose from. We can hate them all. But particularly in the division, it was fun to lay down the law. 5-1 in the division, never been done by the Jags. I mean, kind of crazy, right? And I thought they'd go 5-1. I didn't expect it to look like this, you know, especially the way Indy was rolling. You know, I don't know if they're sweeping the Colts, but then we saw what happened, and what happened.
Yeah, you look at teams in the playoffs, David, and it's the difference between matching up with a team like Denver, right, who are finding ways to win close games over and over and over again. They're not blowing anybody out, but they're finding ways to win these close games over and over and over again. When you were getting ready for a playoff matchup, was it scarier to go up against a team that was finding a way, or a team that half a dozen times that season just absolutely bloodied an opponent as they were going ready to get ready for a playoff run? Like, which is the scarier matchup to try to prepare for?
Really, it's just the team that's coming in hot. That's the team that you're a little bit more fearful of because they're on fire. They're doing everything right and they're winning ball games. Whether they're finding ways to win or they're blowing teams out, doesn't matter. If a team is coming in hot because of the QB, because of the pass rush, the run game, whatever it is, it's definitely something that you're going to focus on as a team. And as an offense, you just want to continue to go down scoring points. That's all your mindset should be. Trevor shouldn't be thinking about anything else other than whatever it takes to go put points on the board, to come out at the end of the game with more points than the other team. Like, I don't care what it takes because after this game, we could be sitting at home doing nothing. So we want to make sure we leave everything out there on the field and give ourselves the best chance. And he knows that it starts with him.
All right, let's get out to Reaction Monday, Victory Monday. Happy Monday to all. It's a very happy one around these parts at 641-1010. I'll call her the first lady of Duval fandom right now. As far as Jaguars today is concerned, that's who J. Paw is. Good morning, J. Paw. How are you? Duval, right back at you.
How you guys doing, man? Yesterday was crazy. It was so much fun. My back hurt so bad though from just standing the entire time. I don't think our section sat down for like 5 minutes.
Standing is what gets you. The older you get, standing is the thing.
Yeah, it is.
Right? It really is. Walking's fine. Standing not so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a great time, and I went back. Obviously looking at Twitter and seeing all the reactions and seeing videos. And my favorite is finally a camera guy shows the side where I'm on, and it's taken from the bud zone over to almost 204 area. And I don't know if you guys ever thought about it or noticed it. It started to bother me more recently how the media is set up on the home side and it shows the away side. So every time people are like, oh, there's nobody here.
Right.
There's away fans. I'm like, why are we doing this? Why do we not show the other side of the field? I don't know if you guys ever thought about that.
J. Paul, why do they show the Jacksonville landing in the Modus building? I mean, come on. we can't get past that. I mean, it's all
That's true.
part of the same
also,
issue here.
Any Bills Mafia out there, please feel free to take over the landing. This weekend.
Yeah, please do. Space for rent.
But yeah, right. But no, so excited to talk to you guys this morning. Just keep this ball rolling, and let's see what we can do. Have a good Monday.
All right, we're having a great Monday. Same to you. There you go, J. Paul.
Came in like a bunch of locusts for that playoff game in 17.
Oh yeah, look,
the Bills fans.
They
tried to tear the landing down.
They travel well. Let them do what they're gonna do. But send them home
Pick up
mad
after
and
yourself.
sad and angry and disappointed and complaining about the refs or complaining about this or that or the other thing. Who cares, man?
Just take your broke tables home with you.
Take your broke tables home to leave your trash behind when you head back to Western New York.
Mafia not allowed. Yeah.
All right. What is that? Will on the west side? Is that what we got next? Let's go to Will out there on the west side. Will, good morning.
Fellas, what's up?
What's up, Will? Come on.
Hey, man, I'm in such a good mood. We all got to admit, we didn't see this coming.
No, I didn't.
No. I was going to be content and satisfied, and Lynn Cohen would have been a great coach if we would have went just with 8 wins, right? So, that was what it was going into the season, how I was thinking. Like, 8 wins, he's showing me Trevor getting some kind of advancement and learning. Great coach. This was not seen at all. Listen, the 99 team, I knew we was going to win a Super Bowl. Didn't win. That's cool. Dave, I appreciate what you did in Pittsburgh. I didn't think we was going to get the Super Bowl that year. 17, with Rams and them, I felt like we was going to get the Super Bowl that year. We got cheated. This year, I think again, bro, I'm telling you, it got to be the Super Bowl.
It's got to be Will. It's got to be Will. Come on, Will. What else could it be, man? All right. I love it, man. He's just, so I don't know what I should take from that. He knew we were going to win in 99. He knew we were going to win in 2017. He didn't think we'd win in 2007, but regardless, I mean, that team went toe-to-toe with, at the time, was arguably the greatest team. Right. Yeah. I mean, they were making a case to be the greatest team in the history of the National Football League, and we all know how that one went, but you were throwing punches with them.
Yeah, and I believe they played the Chargers the next week, and we had beat the Chargers already earlier in the season, so I was, man, Yeah.
It goes that way.
It does.
Sometimes. You know what I mean? You're like, it's, like in 2017, people were convinced. Can't convince anybody we wouldn't have beaten Nick Foles and those Philadelphia Eagles because we had the pass rush to impact them, and it wouldn't have just been up and down the field all day. Can't do anything about the past. Now, they can do something about the future, and there is work to be done, and I don't think any of these guys, man, you just don't know, Tony. So many things went right for this team this year. Yeah. Now, they did a lot of things right, but I'm saying in the health department, right? You lost Travis Hunter, and you lost Jordan Lewis late. Most of the other guys that got banged up along the way, you had a suitable short-term replacement, and they eventually came back. And, let's all have our little prayer circle going for Cole Van Lannon right now, who we have not heard. I have not heard the status of him after he left the game yesterday.
Right. And again, these are all conversations that they will become long-form conversations once we get into the offseason. But the job that they have done to replace pieces when something has happened on the injury front, I mean, it's remarkable. It's Walker Little gets hurt. It's like Cole Van Lannon comes in. Not only do they not skip a beat, they might be better. Right, with Cole Van Lannon at left tackle. I didn't think that was going to be the case necessarily at any point this year. You lose Travis Hunter, who you gave up a lot to get, and who knows what kind of impact he would be having on this football team if he was still a part of it. But it allows a guy like Parker Washington to emerge into the kind of weapon that he is right now. They get Jacoby Myers to say, we're not good enough at this spot to compete at the level we want to. They did something about it, right? Like going into the trade deadline, it is remarkable the job they've done in a lot of areas, but none of it matters if Trevor Lawrence isn't basically playing like an MVP in the back half of the season. And he is. Now the Bills have to deal with it for the first round of the playoffs.
I mean, do you guys remember that part of the season when nobody could catch the ball?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Travis Hunter is like, hey, I'm arriving, y'all. Wait, now I'm gone. Yeah. How did we continue to make plays and win ball games when it's felt like nobody wanted to step up and be the man at receiver? Yeah. So it's like, look, the fact that they were able to, like you said, to put pieces in when guys got hurt, guys were out, and then they came in, stepped in, and even made some better plays at times than the other guy that they came in replace of is huge, because we've had plenty of seasons where we lose one guy, two guys, and it feels like, well, now we don't have a chance because we don't have anybody to come in behind these. We can't lose that guy because there's nobody behind him. But we've got so many pieces all around this team. Guys are ready to step up and make plays. Our offensive line has been beat up throughout the season, but you can't really tell. Trevor continues to do what he does, and the offensive line is blocking their butts off. I know they let guys in at times, but it doesn't hold us back. How many times have we been sacked in the past, and it just felt like, oh, well, there's no chance for him to turn this around, to get things going. Doesn't matter. If we get sacked on the first play of the game, we still beat a team 41-7.
Right. They got, and that was really the big hit he took. I mean, Ezra got beat one-on-one.
Yep.
He's going to get beat by Jeffrey Simmons one-on-one sometimes. But other than that, they got the one sack from Jalen Harrell. That wasn't like one of those got crushed. That was one of the, everybody kind of, all right, blow the whistle, the play's dead kind of thing. So, yeah, they've been fantastic for the most part. I mean, based on expectations. We said, give us a middle-of-the-pack offensive line. At times, they played much better than that. And, again, want to see more in this run game going forward, to be sure. All right, just win, baby. I don't care. Look,
just win.
They can run for negative yards if they win. I don't care. I'm not about the stats. It's not that. It's just that I think they're going to need to rely on that
stats
at some point.
Dead.
I just don't know how they just turn on the run game. Now, if you play a team that's not very good enough, I feel like we played a team early in the season or kind of midway through the season where we were like, all right, we should really be able to run the ball. But then they loaded everybody up.
The Jets.
Yeah, and made us pass the ball. So I just think we're ready to do whatever it takes, and Trevor's ready to do whatever.
All right, let's take a time out here. Come back with more on a Victory Monday. Your reaction to yesterday, to the season as a whole, how excited you are as a Jaguar fan, and how much they met or exceeded your expectations. Any of that kind of stuff is fair game on this Victory Monday. You're listening to Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today for the Renewal by Andersen Custom Windows and Doors Studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
It's a Dreamfinders Homes Monday.
Official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
When your home or business deserves more than ordinary glass, you trust the experts. Capital Glass and Shower Doors has been elevating spaces for over 40 years with precision craftsmanship and clean, modern design. From sleek, frameless shower enclosures to elegant glass railings, wine cabinets, and any custom glass that makes a statement, Capital Glass delivers unmatched quality, service, and attention to detail. Your vision, their expertise. Capital Glass and Shower Doors at capcoglass.com.
The best wings in town are coming to River City Marketplace. Leon Cersei here. Wingstop is opening another North Jacksonville location soon at the end of December. You always get fresh, made-to-order wings in 11 flavors, including original, hot, garlic parm, and of course, lemon pepper. Wingstop now has 18 locations in Jacksonville, always open until 1 a.m. So skip the wait and order your wings online at wingstop.com and swing by to pick up at the brand new Wingstop location in River City Marketplace.
For over 55 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods has proudly served Jacksonville from the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard. From archery to hunting and fishing, they've got the gear, service, and know-how to get you outdoor ready. Stop by their full-service archery pro shop and check out their wide selection of firearms. And while you're there, sign up for their weekly concealed weapon classes. You can find it all at greenacresporting.com.
Jacksonville, you voted, and Baker Glass came out on top. The Bold City Best Awards are all about locals choosing their favorites, and you picked them for Best Auto Glass and Best Glass and Mirror Service.
I'm back with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID, 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID, 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID, 249086.
New year, new club. This is Joe C., and I'm proud to be a member of Southampton. And with the popularity of golf, getting a tee time is tough. But with membership comes member privileges. Enjoy clubhouse dining, expanded practice area, focusing on all parts of your game. And right now, you can join with an annual commitment and get a $1,000 discount, plus $500 of Pro Shop credit. All the details are online at golfsouthampton.com or call 287-PLAY and make a tee time today at the Golf Club of Southampton.
When persistent plumbing problems leave you feeling flushed, don't panic. Call Roland Reich. They quote all pricing in advance, so your only surprise is how quickly they'll solve your issue. Roland Reich Plumbing, plumbingjacksonville.com.
If you need a holiday gift idea, let Kuhn Flowers handle it for you. This is Frank Frangie with 1010XL. Simply go online to kuhnflowers.com and look at the wide variety of floral and plant arrangements that will make someone's day this holiday season.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Jaguars Today on 1010XL with David Garrard is restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida.
Let me see if I can channel a year ago. Man, I'm done unless they get rid of Balky. Man, I mean, that was pretty much it. Yeah. One after another, after another,
As
after
I'm
another,
watching the news coming in
another.
on, like, coaches getting fired here on Black Monday, right around the league, I'm like, oh, my gosh, we were in this last year.
Yes, we were.
That feels so long ago.
And you know what? Thank you, Ben Johnson. You chose poorly. All right? You chose poorly, buddy, and we got the right one in Liam Cohen.
You, talking about like the disrespect card that Jacksonville can play this week with Buffalo being favored. Bears got the same thing. The Packers are favored going to Chicago.
Wow.
Like
well, they won in Chicago,
yeah,
though.
I know, but they're not the same team that even won in Chicago earlier this year. I get it, though. They're trying to get the money 50-50, but it's just you're handing these teams that have kind of come out of nowhere this year to make this happen. It's just like, hey, you remember all that motivation you found this year? Here's another card to play as you go into the playoffs. If I was a Bills fan or a Packers fan, I'd be like, what are you doing?
I wonder in the back of their minds, do they not want to play Green Bay again? Like, this is the worst possible outcome for them, right? Like if Green Bay beats you as the 7th seed,
it's
everything you did is gone.
It's
it
the
doesn't
matchup
matter.
that I would understand Bears fans being the most nervous about. It's like the freaking Packers.
And then they're sitting there like, well, you know, the only way to avoid this is if we lose, but then Philly couldn't handle their business. And you knew Philly going in wasn't going to play anybody. So, and Philly's being asked questions about that today, and we'll see because next week, if they both advance, Chicago hosts Philadelphia because Philadelphia failed to win in Week 18, or at least that's, you know, the final opportunity they had. They could have won anywhere else along the way.
Yeah, I think my Super Bowl picks are going to go down this week. I had Green Bay, Buffalo.
I had Denver. I'll take a look at number 1 seed in the AFC, and I had Detroit. So not as good. Not as good.
I'm all right if Green Bay moves on, but the other side of that,
I did not. Wrong. I had Baltimore out of the playoffs, though, I believe. So I'm proud of myself. I probably had Cincinnati in, though. That's my guess. So, you know, that's just the way it goes. All right. Let's get back to your reaction here on a Victory Monday. Let's go to Cody. Next up here on Jaguars Today. Cody, good morning. Duval. What's up?
Guys, this has been an incredible regular season, but the job's not over yet. I think this team can go to the Super Bowl and win it. I mean, I think we are the hottest team in the league right now. I know Houston, they've won more games than us on the streak, but our offense is on fire right now. And I just don't see anybody in the AFC that scares me, you know. I know Josh Allen, the media wants to say, well, Josh Allen's here and there's no Mahomes, there's no Lamar, no Burrow, but they're not saying anything about Trevor Lawrence, and he's played better than any of those guys this season. So let's go Jags.
All right, let's go Jags. Hey, look, they're going to say what they're going to say, and you're going to see more people now, Dave, go, oh, yeah, Trevor Lawrence, I always believed in the talent or whatever, right? I mean, because everyone wants to be right all the time, and no one can ever have been wrong about anything. By the way, not hearing a lot from the people who said we're never going to do anything until we get rid of Trevor Lawrence. And Liam Cohen, I remember getting Liam Cohen clearly hates Trevor Lawrence. Why won't you guys talk about this? I mean, I would show him to Tony, like, what is this?
Wow.
Yeah. As they're starting 4-1, we were getting that. Like, he clearly hates Trevor Lawrence after they lost, I guess, to Seattle and the Rams. But what have you? You know, people are going to fan the way they fan.
Well, Trevor's just now getting his street cred. I mean, everybody's known about him. Everybody thought that he was going to be this thing to come out of college and just burst on the scene right away. It didn't happen that way. It's taken his time. He's had a whole bunch of coaches and offenses and all those kind of things. But now they're starting to see, okay, this is what we were expecting. This is what we're finally getting from this guy. So he's just now, and then when he goes out there and wins a playoff game, it's just going to catapult him even more. So he's just now getting on, for whatever reason, lack of better words, the radar of a lot of these people, and he's showing it. Everybody's just still waiting for that. Oh, there he is. That's the guy that's been playing the last.
And that's
seasons,
what will happen,
you know?
by the way, if they lose. Oh, well, I knew. You knew they weren't going to go all the way with Trevor Lawrence. That'll happen. You know, that's an if they lose.
It's an if.
So. Cody, appreciate it.
Street cred, now he's got the teeth.
He's got the grill. He's got the
when
grill.
you get the fronts, that's how you get the street cred.
Yeah,
of course. I'm going
let's
that
get
way.
Mike in San Marco next on Jaguars Today. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, I just wanted to say, the NFL is entertainment. It's great to win, but it's even greater to be an exciting, unpredictable team. This team is great to watch. I think it's as exciting a team as there is in the NFL. I wanted to give you one thing to think about. You don't have to answer it today. just an alternative history. What if Doug and Trent were still here? What do you think would have happened with the draft, the season, trades, Trevor's development?
Yeah, get him out of here. I don't want to think about what would have happened. I'm kidding, Mike. It's fine that you post that, but I really, today's not the day to. Yeah, you're right. Sometime in the off season, maybe we'll have a. Hey, what are we doing today? Let's talk about alternate history.
We've occasionally mentioned it, just like
I mentioned it
like
today.
A to the side comment about it, but again, we got too much on our plate to be talking about that.
And for Mike, I will disagree with your initial comment. Winning is much better than being entertained. Winning is the ultimate entertainment to me. I would rather the Jags win every game 10-7 than go 8-9, but they play 37-35 every week. That's me.
They're doing both.
Right,
now.
Right. If you got both, that's great.
It's Trevor doing what he's doing, and he's carrying himself in that certain way that you see quarterbacks on a hot streak do. And Cam Little yesterday doing the Ronaldo celebration after he's like, calm down,
Yeah.
I'm here.
I got this.
That's the Cristiano Ronaldo
I got the gist
thing.
of it. I didn't know he was like, basically, calm down. It's me.
Yeah.
It's me. Who do you think was going to kick this thing? Of course I'm making it. 67 yards. So the longest field goal in NFL history. The second longest field goal in NFL history, the longest indoor, the longest outdoor. And people are like, how did he not make the Pro Bowl? Well, for one thing, he didn't make this 67-yarder before the Pro Bowl voting was done. Yeah. Yes, he did set the streak for the longest. He was like the 8th or 9th most accurate kicker this year. And that matters.
It does. Well, there was a point where we were all a little worried about him.
Look, you can go back. People won't want to admit it now. I've seen people bring it up because people love to keep receipts. We got to get rid of Cam Little.
Wow.
We got to get rid of Cam Little. We got to do something about Cam Little. And, I clearly remember, I make plenty of mistakes, but I said at the time, no, we don't. Because this guy's way too talented, and he will just go somewhere else. Look at Jason Myers, man. I know. He's gone and become a multi-time Pro Bowler.
70, 68, and 67 he's made from, if you include
this,
the
right,
preseason
with the preseason, right? And people say, why didn't we get the 5-yard penalty? We could have kicked the 72-yarder. They would never have tried the 72-yarder, I don't believe. Although, why not at that point, right? Like, what was going to happen?
Right.
Tennessee's going to block it 6 times and run it back 6 times. I mean, how else are they going to score enough points? So it was great for him to get that. Great for the fans to get that. Great to get, nasty morning. Turned out to be beautiful weather as the day went on. And, a lot of good right now for the Jaguars. So we're feeling ourselves a little bit today. I get that.
Why not?
Doesn't guarantee anything against Buffalo. I'll let Liam Cohen and Anthony Campanelli and the rest of the coaching staff and the players worry about that for today. Today we're going to celebrate.
We can't do anything here from the studio anyway.
Can't do a damn thing, Dave, except give suggestions.
Yes.
Hey, maybe throw it to Parker more. I don't know. What are we going to say?
That's a good suggestion right there.
Thank you very much. I've been paying attention. All right, let's take a time out. DG in the house. We're celebrating a victory Monday after a ridiculously good regular season by the Jacksonville Jaguars. The postseason beckons, and we hope all of you who have the financial wherewithal have put away a little money and go get your playoff tickets, which are going up in price by the second. They have jumped significantly since last week. I don't know, you knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why.
I saw standing room only this morning. Last I looked was $190.
$190 a person at standing room only. So, hey, look, again, do what you can. I just want to see it packed out in teal and going nuts. And apparently they can wear throwbacks one time in the postseason, too.
Oh, nice.
I saw that this morning. I have not confirmed that, but that's the case. Come on. I'm not going to lose in that circumstance. All right. We'll come back. More of your reaction to everything happening with the Jacksonville Jaguars straight ahead on Victory Monday on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars today.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios at 1010XL. The Gator Boys are back and ready to defend their national title.
Florida will cut down the nets. Winners of the national championship.
This is Gator Country. Your home for Gators hoops is 1010XL.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Jaguars today.
It's a Dream Finders Homes Monday.
It's January. You turn on the hot water, expecting steam, and you get let down. That's usually a sign your tankless water heater is loaded with mineral buildup, slowing it down and wearing it out before it's time. So Duck Rooter is kicking the new year off strong with a Start Fresh Tankless Flush. Their experienced technicians flush and clean your tankless system, restoring performance and getting you back in the game. Right now, get your tankless water heater flushed and cleaned for just $99, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
If fishing is in your DNA, hop in the boat with Captain Kevin. It's the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show, brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Royal Pest Services.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Checkmate.
I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, adorable mascot for Checkmate Coatings.
If you're thinking of refinishing your garage floor, there's 2 things you need to know about us. My family has been in the concrete coatings industry for more than 40 years.
And I was drawn 6 months ago by an artist in New Jersey.
Why is that even relevant?
Well, you said 40 years experience, so I had to give them something.
Over the years, we've worked closely with major manufacturers to develop a multi-layer application process that creates beautiful, durable, and long-lasting floors.
So even decades from now, your garage floor will look as gorgeous as it did the day it was installed.
Experience?
Check. Durable?
Check. Decades of experience making garage floors gorgeous? Checkmate.
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit checkmatecoatings.com. That's checkmatecoatings.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lot bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
This is the kind of sandwich you don't rush. French dip at Firehouse Subs. Premium roast beef loaded with caramelized onions, melted provolone cheese, and topped with Italian seasoning. Stacked on a toasted garlic bread roll with hot au jus for dipping. For a limited time at Firehouse Subs.
New and pre-owned firearms are in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Kimber, Smith & Wesson, 6 Hour, Beretta. No lines, no hassle. Only at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Brian Wall here. Would you take your paycheck, go to the bank, cash it, and then simply throw it up in the air? I didn't think so. But in a way, over the years, that is exactly what you're doing if you have old or builder-grade windows in your home. Even if you have a brand new home, those windows are not the best windows you can have to save on your energy bills. Window World has sold millions of replacement windows to homeowners like you, and Window World's customer satisfaction is the highest in the business. Please check Window World out yourself and save on your new windows and on your energy bills. Compare with other companies and you'll see Window World is simply the best for less. It's up to you. You can call Window World and get a free estimate, get the best guarantee in the window replacement business, save money on your new windows, and save more on your energy bills. Call Window World today at 904-443-7001 or go online to windowworldneflorida.com. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. David Garrard Monday on 1010XL is restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida.
Hey, man, look, don't put me in a position where I got to seem like I'm saying bad things about Cam Little. Cam Little's phenomenal. Don't want to trade him for any kick in the league. But somebody says on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, for Cam Little to not make the Pro Bowl would be like a baseball player saving the home run record but doesn't make the All-Star game because other people have higher batting averages. Not at all what it's like. No. It'd be like taking the guy who hit the single longest home run but was like 8th in the league in home runs and saying, oh, he didn't make the All-Star game. That's what it would be like. I mean, it's just what it is. Cam made the 8th most field goals in the league, and he had a bunch of guys who were at a higher percentage. He did have the 2, now it turns out, longest, but only one of them was on his record when the Pro Bowl was decided. Like, this is not a big issue for me at all. You know, Cam Little's great. We know he's great. let it drive him to not be recognized as the Pro Bowl kicker. And guess what? He'll be on the radar next year.
There you go.
You know?
Yep.
Especially if you come through with a big one in the postseason here. Anyway, so we all love Cam Little. Let's agree on that.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go to Dave in New Jersey. Next up on Jaguars Today. Good morning, Dave.
Hey, good morning. Just calling. Just excited, obviously. I'm a resident Jag fan up here, and so obviously I say it all the time. I get so much trash talk, but I've been making a whole bunch of bets. I got about $500 in bets for this Buffalo game because we're going to win the game. And just my thoughts on the matchup. I feel like Buffalo is such a bad matchup. I mean, it's a good matchup for us, but we're a bad matchup for them because Buffalo's a slow starting team. They don't score a lot of points. They win late off of Josh Allen. But we can beat Buffalo the same way we beat Denver. As long as we get a jump on these guys, put up a touchdown or two, make them chase us. I honestly don't. I'm really not worried. I really feel like we got a real shot to go all the way. I really want Philly to go because I used to like Philly, but ever since they won them Super Bowls, man, these guys are unbearable. So they really are. So I'm just looking forward to another win. I'm rolling up this AFC South pack. This Bills pack is on the way. And have a great day, gentlemen.
All right, appreciate it, Dave. I'll say that it's starting slow, starting fast, whatever. Buffalo scores more points per game than the Jaguars. So you can talk about when they get them, when they don't get them, slow. And I get it. I'd rather have them start slow and all that. Here, the interesting matchups we're looking at, man. They're the best running team in the NFL. The Jags have the best run defense in the NFL. I mean, they're like 160 yards a game almost running the football. Jags are allowing just over half that. Okay, Jags are kind of, I think they're 20th in running the ball themselves. Bills are like 27th, 28th, something like that in run defense. So they don't stop the run, but we don't run it particularly well at this point. I mean, collectively for the whole season, they run it great, but we don't allow that. Yeah. So, whose strength is going to prevail?
And what changes the most when it's a playoff game as opposed to any game in the regular season, David?
What changes the most?
Yeah. Nothing?
You tell me.
You're the one who played it, man.
The speed.
Okay.
That's about it. I mean, the speed changes because everybody knows that it's win or go home. So I've got to pour everything out. Every ounce in my being has to be poured out in this game because I don't get to save it for next week because there might not be a next week. So, yes, the intensity, the speed of the game is what is the biggest difference.
All right, back to the lines we go. Robert in Arlington is next here on Jaguars Today. Good morning, Robert.
Good morning. Two things. I want to offer a tip of the hat to what I call the Jaguars Gang of Six. That is Trevor Lawrence all the way up to Shad Khan. I think they've done a fantastic job of putting this team together this year. And I'm just wondering if this could be, if we're looking at the nucleus of a KC-like, New England Patriots-like dynasty for over the next couple of years. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, in view of next year's change of venue, is this a good time to buy season tickets? I'll take your comments off the line.
It's never a bad time to buy a season ticket. I don't know when season tickets are on sale, honestly. But, yes, put it this way. As soon as they're available, it would be the best time because the capacity is going to be significantly smaller next year. Can we win a playoff game under Liam Cohen before we start comparing ourselves to the Patriots dynasty? All right? Like, I appreciate your enthusiasm for what you think the Jags are going to accomplish. We don't need to be throwing the dynasty word around. We've never been to a Super Bowl.
There were a bunch of us who thought that's what was going to happen coming out of 22. Well, they started 23.
Right, we're gonna rip off division titles like nothing.
We thought the whole AFC South would have spent the last half decade basically looking up at the Jaguars. That's not how it worked out. Don't get ahead of yourself. Enjoy the moment, everybody. 26 will be whatever 26 will be, and I have high hopes for 26 for the Jaguars as well, but I don't need to be talking dynasty. If they become a dynasty, believe me, we'll use the word. We don't have to anticipate it happening.
Right. If Robert wants to call me back in 5 years after the Jags win 3 out of 5, which I'd consider a dynasty.
For sure.
Today, I hope you're right. I'd love – and by the way, I'm not saying they can't be. I'm saying, man, like –
would be the most
pump the brakes a little bit. Let's beat the Bills.
And you better believe we would talk about it being the most finger in your eye to the whole league dynasty of all time. They wouldn't be able to stand you. Do you think they're bothered by you now?
They hate Jag fandom. All right, where we at? Kevin and Oakleaf next up here on Jaguars Today. I'm not trying to tamp down enthusiasm.
No.
Let's not throw that word around.
Let's just throw it in the right direction right now.
Can we
at
get
the Buffalo
to a Super
Bills.
Bowl before we worry about winning multiple ones? Kevin, good morning. You're on Jaguars Today.
Good morning, guys. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
I remember back before the season started, I called in. I don't know if you guys remember who I was. I called in and talked about them doing a clean house. And I said I wasn't going to buy season tickets. I said, man, I'm not going to do that until they clean house.
I remember that,
Right
Kevin.
after that, they clean house. And, man, I don't know if it's the season has went fast or the season has been long. But, man, to go from that to where we are right now, I think about when Cohen came in, he said, Duval, that's swag right now, baby. I can say that now. Look at me. It's almost like, look at me now, Duval. How you like me now? With Trevor getting his grill, man, that's awesome, man. I'm enjoying this so much.
So, Kevin, did you get your season tickets after they changed the regime?
No, we went through some stuff, but we had a conversation. Me and my wife had a conversation yesterday watching that game. She went over and hit me on the arm. Hey, we got to go get season tickets.
Well,
we got to go get season tickets.
Yep.
We got to go get them. So that's in the process.
All right, my man.
I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this so much. Go Jags. Beat Buffalo. I got a good friend that lives up in Buffalo. You know, I'm waiting to text him and tell him not so good luck Sunday. So
right
go
on,
Jags
brother.
And Duval.
All right, Kev, we appreciate it, man. Look, I think a lot of people are in Kevin's boat. Unless you show me that you're going to be responsive to banging your head against the wall and you're not going to run it back with
I don't
the
know
same
how
thing.
else to say it except I'm not buying the tickets.
Right.
From a fan perspective, we understood it when they said it. Yeah.
I mean, is Balky the old-time boogeyman in Jaguar franchise history?
I don't even know who else is on. But that
right.
was actually in Jacksonville was on the list.
Right, that actually was a member of the organization.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fisher's probably on that list, but that's a Tennessee thing.
He's more of a clown, though.
Yeah.
Which one?
Take your pick.
Yes. All right. Hour 1 in the books. A celebratory hour 2 on the way. If you're on the line, hang in there at 641-1010. We'll get back to you coming up in a minute on Jaguars Today on a Victory Monday on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Jaguars
Today.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL. He was the best back in Jacksonville.
It has to be Fred Taylor.
Fred Taylor joins Dan and Jeff on the drill Monday mornings at 8:30.
A tough guy.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins DUI defense firm.
Happy holidays, Googans. Santa Dan here. It's the holiday season, and that means hopefully more off time with the fam. Need a solid gift idea for the spouse or a specific family member? Beaches Dermatology can ensure that your special someone gets a great gift that won't break the bank and won't go hidden in a drawer. Botox, skin treatments, you name it, they have it. Take care of that spouse of yours this holiday season with a gift from Beaches Dermatology. Call today or go online at beachesdermatology.com.
Dreamfinders Homes, Monday.
On Jaguars Today.
Start your new year off healthy. Get screened at Ackerman Urology for common cancers of the prostate, bladder, and kidney. Early detection is key with 5 locations across Northeast Florida. Visit AckermanUrology.com.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
The best financial move you can make this time of year? How about lowering your mortgage rate to 4.99% fixed APR, the lowest rate in years? How about getting up to $500,000 out of your home equity in the process? You can do it now by calling Loan Pronto. Hey, it's Prosser here, and with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can get a ton of cash, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and skip up to 2 house payments. One homeowner just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Wiped out their credit cards and 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. So don't wait. No hard credit pull up front, and you probably won't even need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Act now. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Start the new year by wiping out your high-interest debt. 904-999-1508. And you can see how much cash you can get today. That's loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, APR for well-qualified buyers. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Gentlemen, start your engines. Want to be an MRN honorary pit reporter? Complete with tickets to the February 12th dual races at Daytona International Speedway. And shadow MRN reporters as they do interviews along pit road at the pre-race stage. Text RACE to the 1010XL text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures at 641-1010 for your chance to race to win at K1 Speed Racing Friday, January 9th. Best time wins. Thanks to K1 Speed and the Motor Racing Network.
Bueller, stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal, is that a turtleneck? Can't you feel it, Jason? There's a chill in the air, a definite nip. I mean, it is January. In Jacksonville, Jason. I didn't come here for cold. Well, I wouldn't call this. Cold weather gives me the sniffles. Sniffles turns to pneumonia. Suddenly, I'm in a hospital bed with a tube down my throat because Florida didn't get the memo about ignoring winter. So, switch over to heat. What if my system can't remember how to heat? Dude, put on these sunglasses. Whoa. Bueller Air & Plumbing can make sure your system is ready to switch from cooling to heat. We'll clean your heating coil to get rid of that burning dust smell and make sure you have the coolant pressure to keep your heat pump pumping out the heat. Huh, I had no idea these sunglasses worked in the winter.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Here's your 1010XL local sports update. The Jaguars are rolling into Wild Card Weekend after smashing Tennessee to lock up the AFC South. Next up, Buffalo comes to Everbank Stadium this Sunday at 1. You can hear it live on 1010XL Jack Sports Radio. North Florida men's basketball team drilled a season-high 16 threes, but couldn't steal one in Nashville, falling to Lipcomb. It was the Opry's second conference loss. That's your 1010XL local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 11:03, it's 61 degrees. Time at 10 brought to you by Bueller Air & Plumbing. Stay cooler, Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. He's our QB. It's a David Garrard Monday on 1010XL. Restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida.
Yeah, so I didn't watch all of Sunday night football, but the post game, because I caught the end, I watching a little bit of the post game, and they said something to Brady about, man, can you imagine what it's going to be like Denver and New England in the AFC Championship game at Mile High, what that atmosphere is going to be like? He's like, yeah, that's the matchup everybody wants, and that's like, do you watch football? Did you see what happened in Mile High a few weeks ago? I mean, the Jags. Like, I feel like, honestly, if the Jags
just
don't advance to the AFC Championship game, then the AFC Championship game doesn't have the two best teams in the AFC.
That's the way it feels to me.
That's right. I mean, it really does. It feels to me like the Jags and the Patriots are the two best teams in the conference. Neither one has the bye. Yeah. Kudos to Denver for winning a bunch of one-possession games this year, right? That's what good teams do.
Yeah, we just saw them a couple weeks ago. Denver doesn't scare me.
Nope.
Right, as a matchup. I'm not saying that they scare New England or anybody else in the AFC. I don't know how they look at it, from outside of Jacksonville. But from our point of view, it's like, that doesn't scare me. I don't know how they match up against Buffalo or New England. I'm not sure exactly what that looks like. And we'll obviously talk about the Buffalo matchup as we go through the weekend. Hopefully we get the shot at New England down the line here somewhere. But I look at it going into the playoffs, I'm with you. I think New England and Jacksonville, if you're the other teams in the AFC and you're not looking at those two teams as the how do we deal with that?
Let them keep worrying about somebody else.
Yeah. Right. Let Tom Brady say whatever the heck he wants about any of these things. Let them all say whatever they just keep handing these cards, these easy cards for the Jags that have played this "you don't respect us" thing all season long. So now the playoffs have started. I don't expect it to stop.
By the way, he might be right. Maybe people don't want to see the Jags. Tough. I almost said another word that followed tough. Tough duty. All right, because you don't have anything to say about it. Now, neither do I, for that matter, other than my rooting interest. But
I think it's a better, if you're just a football fan, it's a better football matchup, but people can root for whatever they want.
You do you. Let's go to Greg out at the Beaches. Next up here on a happy Victory Monday. Good morning, Greg.
Hey, how are you guys? Hey, want to sort of talk about Liam Cohn, and it seems like he really forced the front office change with Balky. And why shouldn't he be coach of the year? Everybody's talking about Vrabel and stuff. I mean, come on, they had the easiest schedule. It seems like Cohen did more with less than Vrabel, but is it just like the old guard's going to get it? What do you think?
All right. Well, I do think Vrabel will get it. And
He's deserving if he wins
and
it. Yeah.
I get it. Like, the Patriots' schedule compared to the Jags was a lot easier, but I don't think they get into the minutia like that. They're going to look and they're going to say the Patriots are actually worse than Jacksonville last year. They had the 2 pick.
Yeah.
Okay, we had the 5. And they went out there and they won their division. They're the higher seed, and it is what it is. And again, like, what do I think Liam should be in the conversation? Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do I think he's deserving? I do think he's deserving.
Yep.
But I think it'll go to Vrabel. And in the end, I hope they announce that about 3 hours before kickoff of the AFC Championship game when we're playing the Patriots. I'd probably be the
They do
divisional
it the
round.
week of the Super Bowl, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, that's just one more little bit of motivation. But, like, Mike Vrabel had a great year. They went 14-3,
Yeah.
right? Their offense looks fantastic right now. And so kudos to them. They're doing
The
great.
arguments for both are really strong.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a wrong vote to be had between the candidates that we talk about for Coach of the Year. But if you're a Jaguars fan, fight for your guy.
Sure.
Absolutely.
No issue with that
Yeah.
whatsoever. So nobody here is saying that Liam Cohen shouldn't be the Coach of the Year. I just don't expect him to get it. By the way, the 8-0 on the road for New England this year. Pretty impressive.
That is impressive.
I mean, look, Jags 7-2 at home. I used the home air quotes, 1 in London. So 7-1 in Jacksonville, 6-2 elsewhere.
Well, and also the turnaround that Drake May has had from his rookie year is just, I mean, it's really impressive.
No doubt.
Really impressive. And the thing with Trevor is he's shown us this in the past, and he's shown what he can do. He's put it all together this year, and he's finished strong this year, which has been great. But, yeah, I mean, like you said, you could argue both sides for all those teams that are
Stafford will and should win the MVP, but Drake May is going to be in the conversation.
Right.
And Trevor Lawrence, with the way that he's played here in the last 6 weeks, will be number 3 on that list. You know, when all those conversations starts happening, it's playoff time, guys. Like, none of this stuff is going to matter ultimately. It's week to week. How do you get to the next matchup? That's the time of year we're in. Then we'll get to all the accolades after all that noise. Like, that's just noise on the back end of this. It's about the Buffalo Bills right now.
By the way, Mike McDonald went 14-3 out there in Seattle in a division where 2 other teams won 12 games.
He ought to be in it too.
I mean,
right, you know,
San Fran, the way that they had all those injuries throughout the season to still be right there with a chance to have the number 1 seed, I mean, that's impressive too.
I think Ben Johnson, if they're taking into account the full 17 games, I think Ben Johnson probably doesn't win it now because he did lose his last 2. And granted, they won the division. It was a good improvement for that team, but they're not finishing the season on their highest stride. Let's get Mac in Delaware next here on Jaguars Today. Good morning, Mac.
Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, I'm just fired up for this team, man. Hey, I'm so happy for the fan base. I'm happy for everybody down in Jacksonville. This is our team. Hey, I'll tell you one thing. I got some mad family down in Baltimore. I told them, I said, hey, look, you know what? My man Trevor is the bomb. Hey, I'm just saying, hey, I'm glad one game at a time, and let's take this thing. That's all I got. Love you guys.
All right, Mac. Duval, we appreciate you. Yeah, look, hey, Baltimore's, I'm not, I get it. You've got family that roots for whomever. You've probably been hearing about Lamar Jackson and how the Jags should have drafted him for years. And by the way, they should have. Okay? That doesn't change the fact that Taven Bryan was the draft pick by the Jaguars that year. So, yes, they should have taken Lamar Jackson. But I think right now, when you consider the coach-quarterback combo, how many people would you break that up for if you were a Jag fan? I don't know the answer to that. I'm not looking to break it up. Trevor's 26. Liam's about 27. They're going to be together for a long, long time. What is he, 39? Something like that?
So, well, I just said last night watching the game to my wife, I said, this is actually the first time where I would 100% take Trevor than Lamar right now in these. From what I've seen over the last few weeks, this is the first time where Trevor is now up there with the big dogs of the league.
Lamar was not – he was very good last night.
He was good last night.
But overall, you wonder, will injuries catch up to him?
It feels like he's trending towards being, kind of injured throughout. And hopefully he regains it. But at some point, you're still going to be out there running around and getting hit. And if you're not, you're going to look like you did this year where you did not carry the ball as much because you were worried about injuries. And then that kind of affects how you play ball as a quarterback.
Yeah, I wonder, can Lamar Jackson put up MVP-type numbers if he's not running it at a massive clip? Trevor has run it more, but as a compliment to his throwing, Lamar – well, by the way, Lamar threw 40-plus touchdowns last year with low single-digit interceptions. So it's not like he's never been a good passer. No. Here's the thing. Our guy's in the playoffs. Yours is not. Doesn't mean Lamar's not great. Doesn't mean he won't win another MVP next year. Not our concern.
Yeah. By the way, Liam turned 40 in November.
Congratulations, Liam. I missed that one. Let's get Darren up next here on Jaguars Today. Good morning, Darren.
Good morning, guys. We going to the playoffs.
Woo! We're in, baby. We ain't going. We're there. We're there. They're coming to us.
We're there.
Yes.
Dave, I don't know if, I remember my mind goes back to one of the great playoff games there in Pittsburgh that unfortunately, I don't know if you know or not, but I got attacked by some
I do. I remember. You told me.
Yeah. And so, but man, my mind is, but I said that to say this, that I got 10 tickets to this coming Sunday's game 2 days ago. Bought them before we even knew anything about it. I just locked them bad boys up. And but the thing is like y'all said a while ago, enjoy this moment. They don't come along that often, and it seems like yesterday. I'm 58 now, and David, that was look how long ago that was, 2007, 2008 season. And so enjoy these moments, guys. These are so precious. It's awesome. And, man, I'm just so ecstatic. I can't even and bring them on. Bring them on, guys. I ain't scared of none of them. Bring them on. Bring them on. And, last thing, yesterday was the first time I think I've ever heard in the stadium through all the years since 1995, the first time I've ever heard a coach get cheered louder than any of the players. I was blown away by that. That was awesome. That was a testament of what Liam Cohen's doing for us, guys. Love y'all. Hang up. Listen. Have a good one.
Darren. Now, that's a call right there. That's a guy who sees all things, all
They've
roads
won the
paved with
division now
steel.
5 times, guys.
5 in their history.
Like, this is rare.
Right.
For Jaguars, this is rare air.
That's what I'm saying. Don't start throwing that dynasty word around, man. Come on. Let's win some playoff games.
Do I think it's sustainable? Yes, I think it's sustainable, but I'm not worried about sustaining anything. Beat the Bills.
But everybody thinks it's sustainable until it's not, right?
Yeah.
And everybody has great years, and they fall back. Lamar won the MVP last year. He didn't make the playoffs this year. Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City thought, man, as long as he's drawn breath, we're a perennial lock to make
Even
the
they
AFC
couldn't
Championship
survive
game.
losing the Super Bowl slump.
I mean,
despite having been in it 3 times in a row.
There are good players in the National Football League that they had their opportunity. They had 17 opportunities to get where all these remaining 14 teams are, and 18 of them fell by the wayside. Usually that's your Jags. Not this time. Is it sustainable? I agree with you, Tony. It looks sustainable.
Yeah.
You just can't know what next year brings,
You
man.
never know.
You don't know. Like, ball bounces a funny way. Those interceptions that were sticking to hands, maybe you drop a few.
I mean, 2022 was just a couple years ago, and look what has happened since then. I mean,
I'm worried about sustaining for 5 weeks. I'll worry about 5
Yes,
years.
let's go 5 weeks. 5-week window. Here we go. All right. We'll come back with more thoughts on a wonderful, wonderful regular season by the Jags. And kudos to all from Shad Khan on down. Even though it took him a little while to get to where they needed to be, he got there. Tony Vaselli, James Gladstone, Liam Cohen, the assistant coaches, every player that put on that uniform and contributed positively to this team this year. Here we go. More to come on a Victory Monday. This is Jaguars Today on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars today.
You're at the home of the Jaguars in the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. Superior products, exceptional service.
It's D-Rock's deep dive into Jacksonville football.
Hey, where's your sense of adventure? Mike DeRocco with Mike Dempsey and Fat Tony every Thursday on Jaguars Today. Opened by Lee and Kate's Glass on 1010XL.
Julington Creek Pest Control has been serving our community since 1984. Our turf management program is an all-out blitz, granular fertilization, weed and insect control, keeping your lawn championship green all year. Quarterly pest control stops bugs before they ever cross your goal line. Family-owned, locally operated, expert technicians, top quality products, no gimmicks, just winning results. Julington Creek Pest Control, our family serving yours since 1984.
Jaguars Today Monday is built by Dream Finders Homes.
Official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Finding the right plumber to reline your cast iron pipes doesn't have to be a stressful experience. When you hire Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, you can rest assured you're getting the best in the industry. At Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, we're so confident in our work that we encourage you to get multiple estimates. Look at each company's reviews and check the scope of their pipelining work to make sure it's what you're expecting. But at the end of the day, make the superior choice. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining. Request a free estimate at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
Listening that fits your schedule perfectly.
Absolutely brilliant. Go on demand.
Ad-free shows after the live shows end.
How about that?
Channeled by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Search where you find podcasts.
Ticket here for Action Garage Door. Nothing more frustrating than your garage door misfiring. When it does, I call Action Garage Door. They take action. Jeff and Art and crew, Jacksonville folks, not some big out-of-town chain. Something goes wrong with your garage door, take action. Check them out. Garage Door 911, GarageDoor911.com.
Hi, this is Dave Barker with IHRS. Are you frustrated with those trendy pills, drops, and lotions that claim to make your hair thicker and fuller? Are you taking weight loss drugs or medication that's making your hair fall out? Whether you're frustrated with results from treatments that just don't work, or you no longer have the fuller, thicker hair that you once had, there's a better way. Our hair restoration solutions have helped literally over 10,000 men and women restore their hair in as little as 2 office visits.
Ready to grow your hair back and have permanent, natural, and guaranteed results? For your confidential consultation, call 904-777-IHRS. That's 904-777-4477. Or go to hairforme.com. That's hairforme.com.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it work. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
Today's restaurant of the day, Flame Broiler, the Rice Bowl King. Try their new char wings. Charbroiled, never fried, grilled to perfection. Available as a 3 or 10-piece side combo meal with rice and a drink. Order today at one of 5 Jacksonville Flame Broiler locations.
Jacksonville's building a fence along the goal line. This is the Superior Fence and Rail Defensive Player of the Game. Superior Fence and Rail, where quality matters.
Antonio Johnson was hustling and bustling over the weekend in the Sunshine State. The teal and black safety tallied 3 tackles on Sunday and 1 interception, which he'd returned for a pick 6. AJ made the enemy pay, and he's your Superior Fence and Rail's Defensive Player of the Game.
You waited forever for your new fence. Then, strangers show up. Subcontractors rushing the job. Sent by the company you trusted. Frustrating, right? Superior Fence and Rail promises better. Their professionally trained builders deliver quality you can trust. No subcontractors, no shortcuts. Just the superior craftsmanship your home deserves.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Work it, make it, do it, makes us all better. faster, stronger.
David Garrard Monday on 1010XL is restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida.
All right, they call it Black Monday as the axe falls on a lot of coaches, front office guys, and it's got another one coming across the wire here moments ago. Tony Smith is going to tell us who is not returning as the head coach of their football team in 2026 as we go around the National Football League.
Now, Gems Around the NFL, brought to you by Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jax Beach.
One team has announced that they won't be changing anything in that regard. The Indianapolis Colts will be retaining general manager Chris Ballard and head coach Shane Steichen despite their collapse in the back half of this season. Las Vegas is firing head coach Pete Carroll. The Atlanta Falcons are firing general manager Terry Fontenot and head coach Raheem Morris despite their win streak here to end the season. Cleveland is moving on from head coach Kevin Stefanski. The schedule for Wild Card Weekend looks like this. On Saturday, the LA Rams will be at Carolina at 4:30 on Fox. Saturday night at 8, Green Bay at Chicago on Amazon Prime. Sunday, the action gets started right here with the Jacksonville Jaguars hosting the Buffalo Bills at 1 o'clock on CBS, followed by San Francisco at Philadelphia, 4:30 on Fox. Sunday playoff triple-header will end with the LA Chargers at New England at 8 o'clock on NBC and Peacock. The Wild Card Weekend wraps up with Houston at the AFC North winner, the Pittsburgh Steelers, at 8:15 on ESPN and ABC. Buffalo kicker Matt Prater left their win over the Jets yesterday with a right quad injury. Bills corner Maxwell Hairston also left the game, was unable to return due to an ankle injury. San Francisco quarterback Brock Purdy suffered a left shoulder stinger on Saturday, but the expectation is that he will be able to play in the 49ers wildcard matchup this weekend. Chicago linebacker Ty Summers left their loss against Detroit with a foot injury, was unable to return to the game. Denver safety P.J. Locke left their win over the Chargers yesterday to lock down the 1 seed in the AFC playoffs with a leg injury. Myles Garrett set the new single-season sack record when he brought down Cincinnati quarterback Joe Burrow late in the fourth quarter yesterday for his 23rd sack of the season, passing the record held by Michael Strahan and T.J. Watt, who had 22.5 sacks to share that record previously. And Seattle agreed to a 4-year, $104.4 million contract extension with offensive tackle Charles Cross. The deal includes $75 million in guaranteed money.
Hey, really good player. We got our guy locked up for 3 years, 51, which is kind of middle of the pack left tackle money, which indicates obviously that he is your left tackle going forward here. Cole Van Lanen, still waiting to hear a great positive health update on him, as several have pointed out. We talked about earlier that he didn't go in to the locker room, wasn't being treated on the sideline. So you hope it's like one of those, it's a scare, it's a little bit of a limp. But let's get him out now because this game is out of control. But look, Jacoby Myers, you can go back. Is one of the few I got a social media history on. Jacoby Myers be the best Christmas present Trevor Lawrence could have. It was a contract extension. When he got it done, I thought Cole Van Lanen might be next. I'm not sure Monteric Brown might not be the next guy here, honestly, right? I mean, among all the guys, because Devin Lloyd's going to be more complicated. If I'm Devin Lloyd, I got to see what the market's going to bear coming off the season that I had, man, you know, and if you're ETN, I don't know if Bashal Tootin, when he's healthy, looks spry, explosive, all that stuff. They'll figure that out down the line. But Cole Van Lanen's been a hell of a story for this football team, man, Dave. Just the versatility itself, it has to be worth a lot, but knowing, like, here's the problem. Like, will you ever use that versatility again? Because if he's your left tackle, right, and your right guard goes down, are you moving your left tackle out of there? Probably not.
No, and I had a conversation with my kids yesterday when I saw the news and just telling them, like, this guy was just a backup. So kind of for all those kids out there that are, kind of complaining that they're not getting the playing time and all that kind of stuff, you just got to be ready. You got to be ready because you never know when your number is going to get called. And when it does, you better be able to step out there and make plays. And he stepped out there, made some plays throughout those few games, and then everybody quickly realized, oh, wow, he's actually pretty good. We're going to keep you there, and we're going to pay you now. So it just shows if you just stick with it, you're working hard behind the scenes, your number's called, just be ready to go out there and make plays.
And it's a great message for the locker room.
No doubt, right?
Like when you have a guy like that gets into the starting lineup, he's playing at the level he's playing, and they reward him.
You perform, you get paid.
Right. Like the message to the locker room is all positive in that regard. And maybe he's the left tackle for 2 years, and then he's back to being a utility guy. That's okay. Like whatever the future is going to be for him, but he's earned that contract now. Reward the guys who deserve to be rewarded.
I have a hard time believing a guy who is going to be your left tackle for the next couple of years, looking like, right, is going to go back to a utility role. He's still youngish. He's, in his, like 27, I think.
Yeah.
So, somebody is going to say, well, we could use that at left tackle. And I've said it several times this year. Dave, you look at the compensatory pick that they put on, they tagged him with a 6th round tender, I think it was. And so
anyone could have had him.
Anybody could have signed him and given up a 6th round pick to the Jags. What would you have had to pay Cole Van Lannon? If you'd paid him $10 million, he would have been, are you kidding me? Of course I'm taking that. $10 million a year. And so now the Jags are going to pay him $17 a year. And I get it. You don't know until you know. Right. And so the Jags, who had more, practice film and everything on him, and grant it's a new regime, but they had a better sense of him than anybody else. And, it worked out to their good fortune.
Look, when you have an idea of a player, then they play, and you're like, they're better than I thought they were, that's okay too.
Yeah.
Right? And then you say, give them the money. It's all good. Right? Like, it's all positive. Guys get better. That's all right, too. We're watching it with Trevor Lawrence right now. Players are allowed to get better as they play in the league. And when they do, reward them for having gotten better. That's the way that it should work.
Let's see. Mr. Padre in St. Mary's on the text line. Cohen did it with almost the same team as last year. New England got a lot of contributions from their first couple of picks. Well, to some degree, they did it with the guys from last year. Robert Hainsey, Patrick McCary were 2 new starters on the offensive line. I mean, you could go through and a bunch of guys in the secondary. There are a lot of, just because we didn't get a lot of contributions from the top of the draft class doesn't mean there were not new guys. And yes, they did bring better performances out of those players. And either way, I mean, Will Campbell's been on IR for the Patriots for a big chunk of time. He was the number 2 pick in the draft. So, again, kudos to them.
Yeah.
Good season. Hopefully we see you next week.
The biggest thing that this coaching staff has done is gotten Trevor to play where he is. That's the biggest thing they've done, and that is what has shown the most. Because when your quarterback is on fire like he is, man, it's really hard for anybody to stop you.
But look, Antonio Johnson, right? Always a talented guy, but now you're like, damn, he's a force, right? Devin Lloyd. I mean, Devin Lloyd went from, being considered to be a complete liability in coverage to a guy with a bunch of interceptions and a guy under consideration for all-pro honors this year.
There will be teams that will want to talk to Coach Camp for their head coaching job this offseason, and a big reason for that is the whole league can see it. The Jaguars have a bunch of players that may have been talented players, but they weren't being used right. Right, like they just were not being put in positions to be successful. Coach Camp is putting these guys in a position to use their strengths as strengths, and it's paying dividends for the whole roster.
I got a good nose for this. Campanelli I think he's maxed out. I would not want him as my head coach. Are you listening? League, all right? A little reverse psychology there, please.
I was going to say, it sounds like it.
Yes, look, he's the one, though. Like, you hear him associated with the Giants somewhat. Like, I saw I think it was Atlanta, right? They fired Raheem Morris. Top 5 candidates for the Atlanta coaching job. And I was like, just take a peek here. Okay, we're not on there. Good, good, because I don't want to lose him. I mean, for him, congratulations. You'll probably be a head coach one day. And Udinski, I find it hard to believe a 30-year-old offensive coordinator who doesn't call plays is going to get the actual head coaching gig.
Like, I was reminded yesterday, like, listening to the pregame, we had the interview that we ran a couple times with Udinski, right, in a couple spots. And when it started, I was like, is that Cohen? Oh, no, that is Udinski.
Yeah.
Like, they sound exactly the same when they talk football. It's crazy. Like, you can see why those guys work as well together as they do, and why Udinski wanted to work here and Cohen wanted Udinski to work here, right? Like, there is a real vibing going on there, and it's one of the things we talked about when Cohen got here, having the offensive-minded head coach who's in charge, complete charge of that side of the ball. When and if Udinski goes, okay, good for him.
Yeah.
Greener pastures for him, and I wish him luck wherever it's going to wind up being. But we still got Cohen.
Shouldn't hurt us too
bad. We still got the motor for this whole thing that's going to be here, and that's a great place to be in.
Somebody pointing out, in terms of appreciate what you got in the moment. 2015 Panthers were 15-1, lost in the Super Bowl, and it took them 11 more years to win the division. They did it this year with an 8-9 record. Wow. So nothing's promised.
Yeah.
15-1. What could stop us from repeating as division champs and making another deep playoff run? Well, the reality of the NFL.
Have we had a coordinator that has, been coveted and wanted to be plucked from our? When was the last time that happened?
It's been a while.
Yeah,
it's been. We've had guys on on Coughlin's coaching staff. You look and
but
guys
look how far you had to go.
No,
back
I understand, but like Todd Monken's had success as a collegiate coach. He's been mentioned in some circles, but
we
you're
just
right.
beat Mike McCoy yesterday. David.
Look, people were saying last year when they hired Ryan Nielsen, you wait, you're not going to have him long. Well, you're right about that, but not for the reasons you thought.
I was going to also say that just shows you what Campanelli has done. Not the same, similar pieces, and where we are now compared to what we were watching last year is just unbelievable, you guys, because we were ready to ship everybody on the defense out of here the last couple seasons.
A lot of them.
To now, we're in tops in this, tops in that, and just balling, just making plays. We're getting turnovers. We're not like the Jets, not having a pick the whole season,
Hard
which
to
is
believe.
crazy.
Never happened.
Your head coach is a DB that got picks while he played, and now you're the first team to go through a whole season. Not have a pick.
Things that weren't on my
mentioned Nate Hackett on the text line. That's a good
things
one.
that weren't on my bingo card for 2025. Josh Allen after Week 18 being able to take a victory lap on the Devon Hamilton is a dominant nose tackle comment. But there's a reason why they're leading the league in run defense, and it can't be because Devon isn't doing the job, right? I don't think he gives them us as a pass rusher, but as a run stuffer, the guy has been
doing his thing.
Awesome so far this year. So, whew.
Yeah, somebody said Ryan Nielsen's down in Buffalo. Thank God. Come on down, Ryan. Love to see you this week. All right, we'll get back to your calls. We got our 10-10 take. We got a lot to do. It's a victory Monday, man. We're just bouncing around, feeling good. We'll get a little more focused on the Bills as the week goes on. But for now, celebrate your 13-4 Jacksonville Jaguars. This is Jaguars Today on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Jaguars Today.
From the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios of 1010XL. Duval all day. Search 1010XL Jaguars on YouTube.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Rest-A-Pros.
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Rest-A-Pros.
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestAProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestAProsNEFlorida.com.
Rest-A-Pros.
Dreamfinders Homes Monday on Jaguars Today.
I'm Clayton Bromberg, the chairman of Underwoods. With Christmas behind us in 2026 here, the last thing you want to hear is somebody trying to sell you something. That's why at Underwoods, we'd like to stop and just say thank you to all the people that came in our stores over the last year. Whether you bought from us or not, we want to thank you for coming in and giving us the chance to help. You see, in North Florida, there are a lot of people trying to sell you jewelry, but at Underwoods, we consider it an honor for somebody to come in and just give us that chance to help. And if we do a good job, we might get a chance to serve again. Having served North Florida since 1928, all of us here understand what a customer really gives us during that visit to Underwoods, their trust. And it's up to us to do everything we can to keep it. So on behalf of everybody on the Underwood team, thanks again for coming into our stores, and we wish each of you a Happy New Year.
The best value for golf in Jacksonville remains Cimarron, totally reestablished with new tee boxes, improved fairways and greens, also a brand new restaurant with indoor and outdoor settings, and live music. Join the Wild One loyalty program online at Cimarron Golf. When's the last time you played Cimarron? Cimarron Golf Club on 210, the Wild One.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative, here to share with you an actual client review.
Dude, these shirts are sick.
Check out the shirts and other sick promo items at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Look around and we know you've got options for gasoline, but those other places, they're not in the business of more. At Shell, that's what you get every day. Members get more rewards, more savings, more special offers. You'll even get 10 cents per gallon off of your first fill when you sign up and save on every fill after that. Choose to get more and more with every drive. Join the Shell Fuel Rewards program today at fuelrewards.com. Offer valid at participating Shell locations. Offer must be redeemed within 60 days of registration. Limit 20 gallons. Restrictions apply. Visit fuelrewards.com for more information.
Anytime you've got major plumbing problems, and even the minor ones, there's several potential causes, and they usually can't be easily detected. So don't guess at a solution. Hire Roland Reese Plumbing at plumbingjacksonville.com.
The best financial move you can make this time of year? How about lowering your mortgage rate to 4.99% fixed APR, the lowest rate in years? How about getting up to $500,000 out of your home equity in the process? You can do it now by calling Loan Pronto. Hey, it's Prosser here, and with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can get a ton of cash, pay off all those high-interest credit cards, and skip up to 2 house payments. One homeowner just got $300,000 approved in under 24 hours. Wiped out their credit cards and 2 car loans, saved $2,100 a month. So don't wait. No hard credit pull up front, and you probably won't even need an appraisal. Just fast, easy cash from your home's equity. Act now. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Start the new year by wiping out your high-interest debt. 904-999-1508. And you can see how much cash you can get today. That's loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, APR for well-qualified buyers. Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
I don't know. What's the golden moment from yesterday's performance? Is it the 67-yard field goal? Is it Trevor Lawrence going over 4,000 yards? Is it Antonio Johnson taking an interception to the house? Is it the Jags just watching the time run out on a 41-7 domination of the hated Tennessee Titans to go 13-4 and win the division and have the best division record that they've ever posted in a season? There are a lot to choose from, Tony.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was going to say yes.
Yes.
All the above.
All the above. Yes. All that. Dylan, why don't we hit today's 10-10 take?
10-10 take.
Now, Mike Dempsey's 10-10 take. Brightened up by First Coast Paint. Simply superior paint.
All right, it's pretty simple for me today. Just appreciate what you got while you have it, right? You just don't know. You know, NFL and sports are littered with stories. Dan Marino makes a Super Bowl in his second year. Oh, we're going to be back plenty of times. Never made it back, right? So the Jags right now got a home game coming up. They look as dangerous as any team, at least in the AFC, to me. And granted, I mean, the Rams handled their business. Love to get a rematch against any NFC team. That would be phenomenal. But just appreciate what you got and don't take it for granted. It's not guaranteed to you next year. As we just read, as somebody pointed out, 15-1 Panthers team, it took them 11 more years to win another division title. And they were in the Super Bowl. So, you know, why not us? Why not now, I guess, is the message. That there's no, hey, we're a year ahead of schedule. It's okay if we lose in the playoffs. No, it's not okay if we lose in the playoffs. That is not the message at all. And I guarantee you that is not what is being preached or believed in that locker room, Tone.
Yeah, and I don't think anything could make that more clear going into a matchup like they have this week than who they're matching up against. The conversation all week is going to be, this is the time for Josh Allen. This is the time. He's been an MVP. He hasn't been to a Super Bowl yet. It's like nothing is guaranteed. It doesn't matter how great a player you are. Nothing is guaranteed, and this is the time of year where every year it plays out that way. You earn it or you don't. There is no middle ground on these things once you get to this time of year. It is fatalistic. You're there or you're not. You have an opportunity against the Bills this week. Keep it rolling.
Absolutely. There is nothing guaranteed. But in the back of my mind and running through my body, this is Trevor's time. I feel it. I feel it because the way he has finished the season, he even in his worst game that he finished the season in with the Colts, he still was doing his thing. We just we just have to continue to watch him develop and grow as this quarterback that he's becoming, and he's got so much confidence. It's coming from his head coach. His head coach is empowering this team. Everybody is flying high because of the way Liam is coaching these guys. Just if you talk to him, man, he will get you fired up and he will get you ready to run through a wall. So we've got our coach, we've got our quarterback. Now we get to go watch these boys go play in a playoff game.
He's getting a lot of confidence from his teammates as well. You see the reception, all right? And the way that grill thing, it's a small little funny thing, right? But it's indicative, I think, Dave, of how much he is really liked in the locker room. You can be good and you can be like, whatever. Or you can have guys feel like, he gets propped up too much, he's the golden boy, whatever. Yeah. No, I think he fits in great with those guys. I think they love going to battle with and for him. And good time, man.
We heard Wingard on the sideline a couple weeks ago. He was asked about Trevor Lawrence, and he said, I've been around him for a few years. I don't think he's been coached hard till this year.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Right? Like, he said it, and I think the players in the room can see it with Trevor Lawrence, that not only is he being coached hard, but what they're getting out of Trevor coached hard is this. Right? There's no pushback on it. It's bring it on. Yeah. It's the way that Trevor Lawrence is handling this whole thing. I said it about a month ago, with the Denver game. If they lose again, it's going to be a surprise when they do. Right? And that energy has not changed at all. I'm not saying that they're definitely going to win the next 4 games that they play, but when they lose, if they lose, it's going to be a surprise when they do, because I think they match up very well with everybody in the playoffs at this point, especially with the way that Trevor Lawrence is playing.
Yeah, he is being coached hard, and that is what's another one of those things that has really changed this game, because it's probably gone his whole life without really being pushed too hard. You're already really good and better than everybody else out there. But now it's time to take it to another level, and it took Liam Cohen to get in here to say, this is how you're going to be coached. Trust me, it's the best thing for you, and he is now realizing it, and he is now bought into what Liam is doing for him and allowing him to play at this high level.
All right, let's get a couple quick ones in here. Got a lot to do, man. It's a jam-packed Victory Monday. William in Bartram is next up on Jaguars Today. Hello, William.
How's it going, guys?
Going very well.
Victory Monday.
Yes, sir.
I'm so happy that Gladstone locked up Cole Van Lanen, and hopefully he can do the same with Etienne and Lloyd. But my question is, does anyone else think it's insane that the Jaguars-Bills game is at 1 o'clock? 2 of the best quarterbacks in the AFC got the 1 o'clock playoff spot over – they put Texans-Steelers on Monday night and Patriots-Chargers on Sunday night instead of Jaguars-Bills. Like, am I crazy, or does Jaguars-Bills seem like it's the best game in the AFC?
It's a great game. We are probably biased about it, but honestly, I could care less. Yeah. It doesn't.
It's the playoffs. It's the only game on.
Everybody's watching.
I don't want to play on Monday. So then I got a short week next week. No, honestly, I would have preferred being buried on Saturday.
Yeah.
And make it a short week for the Buffalo Bills, who have to travel and then get the extra rest going into next week. So no, look. It doesn't matter. Great quarterback matchup. Oh, that's great. You got 2 of the smallest markets in the National Football League going head-to-head. That's what it's all about. It's all about TV ratings. It's about historical legacy franchises and all that. You got Los Angeles and New England on Sunday night, right? The Steelers will get eyeballs on the television playing a playoff game. It's just, and Houston's one of the top 5 biggest markets in America. So it is what it is, man. I'm not surprised. I'm honestly not even upset. But if the Jags are upset, that's
all
great.
the better.
Yeah. You know what? Oh, this is disrespectful as hell.
Believe they fill it with being the underdog. You better believe that.
No doubt. What do they open it like a 1.5 point underdog? I think it's already. I saw it today. Just checking in
the face
on Hard Rock. It was 1 point.
Yeah, it's been floating between a point and a point and a half.
Point and a half. All right. So why would you take the point and not just take the money line? You're trying to catch that push on a 1 point loss? I mean, what is your rationale for taking a point?
I'm with you there.
I don't understand that. All right. I'm not much of a gambler. So, you know what? Somebody can correct me on that, or better yet, don't. All right, let's
Because you don't care.
Let's just let the Jags win. All right, let's come back with some final thoughts. A couple last calls on the line as well. DG's got some nice apparel that he's rocking today. You might want to check out as well. So we'll show you that
Small market.
more. That's right. Hey, small market mindset, Dave. That's what we are. That's why we're playing 1 o'clock on Sunday, I guess. All right, this is Jaguars Today on a Victory Monday on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
Now, the Monahan's Golden Moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local Jaguars Today for the Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors Studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Are you ready to reclaim your backyard? Serving Northeast Florida since 1977, Surfside Pools is the trusted name for expert pool design. Family owned and operated, they offer pool service, equipment repairs, commercial maintenance, remodels, and new pool construction. Let Surfside Pools transform your backyard into the oasis that you crave. Are you ready to float happy? Visit surfsidepools.net or call 246-2666. Surfside Pools and Spas, where luxury meets leisure.
License number CPC 044080.
Jaguars Today.
You're settled into a Dream Finders Homes Monday. Universal Roof and Contracting presents the Offensive Player of the Game. Universal Roof and Contracting. The difference is universal.
Trevor Lawrence was shaking and baking the opposition on Sunday. The Golden One recorded 255 yards on 22 completions and added in 3 touchdowns in what was a masterful performance. He doesn't want your respect. He just wants you to know he's that damn good. And he's your Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game.
New year, new beginnings, and a new roof. Start 2026 with a peace of mind and take advantage of Universal Roof and Contracting's limited time offer. 15% off all roof repairs and replacements. From leaks to full replacements, call 855-ROOF-HELP or visit universalroof.com to schedule your free roof inspection today. This special New Year's deal ends January 31st. Universal Roof and Contracting, protecting your home, building your trust.
License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
It's January in Jacksonville, so you turn on the shower knob expecting hot water. It comes up cold. That's a tough loss to start today, but Duck Duck Rooter is here to turn things around with the new year. New water heater promotion. Duck Duck Rooter makes replacing that old water heater a winning play. Right now, get a new water heater installed for just $14.99 on select models with standard installation. Call now to schedule your free estimate and take the cold shower off the scoreboard. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Hey, Hicken here. Leave all the 2025 dirt and celebrate the new year with our friends from Zero Res. Carpets, tile, hardwood, LVP, area rugs, upholstery. Basically every surface in your home can be Zero Resified. Time to call the cleaning pros at Zero Res, and don't forget about your air ducts. Zero Res has a 4.9 rating on Google with more than 8,000 reviews. Bring in the new year with 20% off carpet and upholstery cleaning, plus take $100 off your air duct cleaning when you mention 1010XL. 287-5727 or book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com.
PRI Productions is the official game day production partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hi, I'm Randy Goodwin, president and owner of PRI Productions. Chances are, if you've been in Jacksonville over the last 30 years, you've seen our work, from corporate and social events to concert production and much more. We have the equipment and expertise to make your next event memorable. So call the experts at the Jaguars Call. PRI Productions, bringing your ideas to life.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. 1010XL is restored by Resto Pros of Northeast Florida.
DG in the house. What a great fun day. Got to wear these shirts 13 times this year and hopefully 4 more.
That was actually really nice that we actually wore the shirts this
Right.
year.
Well, they were pristine.
They were pristine.
Right? We didn't get a whole lot of use out of them last year. I don't even know if I remember. I might have forgotten to wear it once last year. I don't even remember. But, last year is buried, dead, and gone.
Gone.
But, Dave, your wife, Mary, is a bit of an entrepreneur in the apparel industry. If you can see that, if you're streaming right now, you can zoom in a little bit.
You guys see that pretty good?
It says Jack's 904 small market since 1995 with a big Jaguar head logo, not the official team logo, but
not the official team logo.
It's a ferocious variety, though.
Yes.
Right there. So you rocked that at the game yesterday, and Mary was taking orders left and right.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many people coming up to us saying, "Where'd you get the shirt? We got to have them." You can go to Sports Mania at the beach. You can go online. They're online as well. Super cool. Liam Cohen said, "I want one of those shirts."
All right.
And we are getting one for him today.
All right. I love it, man.
Yeah. So go get yours too, Duval.
Is there a way, does Mary have a way you can reach her directly? Like if you wanted to special order or something? Or
you know what?
Like
she just started a website yesterday called smallmarketjacks.com.
There
you
you
can
go.
go on there and it'll link you to
Surprised
Sports
that
Mania
was available
as well.
after the last
I know,
few
right?
weeks, right? I mean, you know, all these people.
I told her, I said, you better get on this now. Stop waiting. And
anyway, it looks good, man. Smallmarketjacks.com. Very nice right there. So Jags win and bring on the Buffalo Bills this week. As Devin Lloyd said, we got the number 1 running team versus the number 1 run defense. Happen to be a part of it, you know. And it is a battle of strengths and to some degree relative weaknesses. You know, the Jags run game hasn't been their strength on offense. The Bills run defense certainly hasn't either. They love to run it. 160 a game on average, or 159 plus, and Jags give up less than 90. So let's find
it's
out.
going to be so exciting. Playoff game here in Duval. I mean, their Josh Allen is coming to town, so I can't
The good Josh Allen will be waiting.
Yes, I can't wait for our Josh Allen to beat him up.
The good one. And then we can start hyphenating his name. Who's the young lady he married up there in the actress?
Who is it, Dylan?
Come on.
Know who it is. I forget
pop
her name.
culture.
I can't think of her name either.
I'm too old now for pop culture.
And by the way, we just watched because my son decided I got to watch all the Transformers movies. He decided that for himself. That we watched Bumblebee on Saturday. Haley Steinfeld. There you go. There you go. So Josh Steinfeld Allen is coming to town on Sunday. I don't think what's wrong with that.
Taking her last name.
I got no problem with that. You know what? Look, just win, baby. Don't care. Don't care about. I don't care about how pretty it is. Win 3-2.
Yep.
Would be 2-0 would be fine.
Just get the dub.
As well. Get the dub, survive, and advance. Let's welcome in XL Primetime.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All right, big sirs.
Gentlemen, how you doing?
Hello, you
Playoff
alumni,
time,
you.
baby. Playoff time. I love it.
Man, just what more could you have wanted out of this regular season? Other than the refs not to blow the Cincinnati game at the end, because we'd be the number 1 seed right now. But maybe we are better off not being the number 1 seed, right? A little bit under the radar, a little bit nobody takes us as seriously. I was mentioned last night I watched Sunday Night Football, the conclusion, and they're going on and on about how all of America wants to see Denver and New England in the AFC Championship game. Apparently we're not part of America.
That doesn't have any flavor.
I'm with you, man. We are the flavor.
We're the flavor, absolutely, man. I love this time of the year, man. Absolutely. I was fortunate enough in my career to play in 8 straight playoffs like that. So you always get up for games like this. This is what legends are made.
Just how do you got 2 hours to do this, but what's the best way to describe the 13-4 season they had? In a sentence or two, or a word or two, what is it? Shocking? Is it indescribable? What is it that you look at? Is it resiliency? That's a big word we've been using.
Culture change, bro.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Culture change.
It has begun.
Yes, it does, man. I think the biggest thing that Liam Cohen did for this team is he changed their mindset. from being losers to winners.
Mm-hmm.
He changed the mindset.
Yeah, and I guarantee you, by the way, if they're being 100% honest, they surprised themselves this year. Because, I had people in that organization tell me, now, hey, let's not get too crazy and ahead of ourselves, right? This is the first year. So I don't think they anticipated 13-4, but they created a culture where it was possible.
They did. I mean, and listen, winning as well as losing is contagious. And this team, after that Texas game, when he said that was not us, with that 19-point collapse, this is not us. When he said that in the locker room, these guys just kept believing it.
They took it to heart. I mean, they showed you that it wasn't them over the next 8 weeks.
Absolutely.
So, 4 more is all I'm asking for.
That's it.
Not very much.
That's not too much to ask.
Not too much to ask. All right, Sirs, what's coming up today? I'm sure plenty of reaction.
Nothing but Jags, baby.
Yeah, love it, man. All right, well, congrats as an alumni. You as well, DG.
Appreciate it.
They carry the banner for all you
They
guys.
made me proud.
Yes.
Made
Made
me
me
proud.
very
Love
proud.
It. Love it. All right, Sirs, have a great show. XL Primetime coming your way next. DG, have a wonderful week.
Yes, I will.
And we expect to see you out there rocking that small market since
Absolutely.
1995 for at least one more game in the bank this year. And who knows, it could fall that they get to play another one or two, depending on upsets in the AFC playoff picture.
Just another little chip on the shoulder, man, calling it a small market.
If they got to go on the road, they'll go on the road.
Absolutely.
They do what they do.
I ain't got no worries with our team, man.
All right. Well, for David Garrard, Tony Smith, and Dylan Denmark, I'm Mike Dempsey. Thank you for listening to our portion of Victory Monday. Jeff Loggeman in to check the tape tomorrow as we really start to turn our attention to the upcoming opponent, the Buffalo Bills. Thank you all for listening and participating in the show. Stick around for XL Primetime coming up next on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
I told y'all to get off of Kilo.
Jaguars today.